I cannot begin to tell you how many times I get text messages, emails, phone calls, and my clients are saying things like, I don't know how this happened, or you're not going to believe it, or what a miracle. And often my response is a kind of internal giggle and laugh. And yes, I do believe it. It's not a miracle. This is the way the universe works. Hey, hi, hello. My name is Heather Patterson, and I am a performance coach to real estate agents across the country. I have a team based out of Scottsdale, Arizona. And if we've not met yet, hello and welcome. Today, I wanted to kick off the new year. I know we are a couple weeks into it. I was taking a little rest, okay? Wanted to kick off the new year with a very important discussion around the power of intention. I'm so glad that you're here. Let's dive in. So, like I said, I get texts, emails, phone calls, and clients are in disbelief. How did that happen? I didn't think that was going to come to fruition. Careful what you wish for, that sort of thing. And like I said, I tend to giggle internally and go like, yeah, I'm not exactly surprised. Like, this is actually how the universe works. I want to give you a few examples of real life examples that have recently happened. So the first being a client of mine, she's here in Scottsdale, and one of her bigger visions was around creating a network of agents that she could have a highly collaborative relationship with. Before she was in a brokerage that had a fair amount of collaboration, though not to the degree that she imagined in her mind. And so, slowly and surely with intentional action, she didn't just sit in her home office, attempting to manifest it, but she, was putting the pieces together. And there were times where I know that she was feeling discouraged and sort of out of like, wondering like, is this really going to happen for me? Are there really people who want to collaborate, or are they just out there like saying it? And we get to the end of the year and we're reflecting, and she sort of looks up and goes, oh my gosh, this is what I wished for. And further now, she is creating mentorship relationships and adding that to her business model, right? Such that she can, with a little more structure, formalization, and some monetization, use her own mentoring skills. So she's creating this really dynamic relationship of give and receive. In another example, I have a client who is in New York and the East Coast, and they really imagined creating a relationship network with agents in what we would call feeder markets. So they live in a secondary home kind of place, and they wanted to create, like I said, like a lot of interagent referrals. Well, again, through the year, it was sort of like, how is that going? And there were times where there was some, feelings of discouragement. Yet when we looked at the year in its totality, looked back at the end of the year and went, okay, what was your business? Where did those closings come from? Like, what are they a direct result of as far as relationships? You know what they were? They were agent to agent relationships and referrals. Now, the next example I want to give you is more about the power of intention and how quickly this can happen for you. This person's goal has not yet materialized. It's a newly set goal, ambition, intention. And it's a really powerful story. And she does this all the time. So we had been messaging about the 2025 intentions and goals and like, what's the new vision? And she had set a very ambitious financial goal, a personal finance goal that is going to require her to bring in income from her career, her real estate sales, business, and she has a couple other real estate related businesses as well. I kind of call her a real estate entrepreneur as opposed to a real estate agent, because she has her fingers in a number of things. Anyhow, so she sets this goal and I'm like, I'm here for it. Let's go. Like, it's a very like moonshot big goal, right? Literally, like, I don't even know, less than a week later, she texts me and says, oh my gosh, I just landed the biggest listing of my career. Are we surprised by this? No, we're not, right? And so, of course, I encouraged her that, this is what happens when you set an intention. You set the intention, you get into action, and the universe has no other option than to respond to you. So she is no different than you, and you are no different than her and the other people that I mentioned, right? This is not personal, right? This is just about understanding the law of the universe, getting into alignment, getting into action, right? Set the intention. The mechanism, the vehicle, the vessel in which your goal will manifest may look a little different than what you initially imagined. Yet again, the universe has no other choice but to respond. I hope that you found this message very inspiring and encouraging to you, and that you keep this idea of setting the intention top of mind, that you connect with your goals on a regular basis, a daily basis, a weekly basis, right? And that you are really connected, that you put the desires of your heart out there in the universe, you get into action, right? And that you watch what happens and you are able to celebrate, just like the handful of people that I mentioned. And there are many more stories where that came from. Now, if you want to deepen your knowledge and your understanding and your practice of this concept and the many others, I'm really excited to share that I am forming a waitlist for my next group coaching cohort. So follow the link. I will include it below in descriptions or wherever it is on whatever platform you're watching this on. And we'll get you on the wait list so that as soon as the schedule and all the details are available, you will be one of the first to know. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.